On today's episode, local musician Peter III will delve into the culture within Del Rio and over the Mexican border, while Christina Yan will be enjoying the beautiful nature the city has to offer. This is One Day, Two Ways.
Welcome to Del Rio. I'm Bruno Lozano, Mayor of the City of Del Rio, Texas. This city offers exhilarating outdoor activities, unforgettable experiences in nature, fascinating history, and enchanting artifacts. Del Rio is located in the southwest of the Lone Star State. Whether you want a vacation full of character and local culture, or a trip surrounded by nature, there's something for everyone here in Del Rio.
Welcome to Del Rio.
Hi, my name's Peter III. I'm a singer, songwriter, and musician. I was born and raised here in Del Rio, Texas, and I've been living here for 35 years. I love Del Rio because of its incredible community feel and its constantly developing music and art scene. I will be showing you some of the best ways to enjoy a day full of beautiful and engaging culture here in Del Rio, Texas.
Hi, I'm Christina Yan. I'm a realtor and a fitness instructor. I'm also a proud Texan, and I've lived in Del Rio for 20 years. I'll be showing you how to enjoy an unforgettable trip surrounded by nature in my hometown. Today we're going to show you two completely different sides to our amazing city, Del Rio.
Okay, see ya.
See you later. One of my favorite places to connect with nature is Lake Amistad. Isn't it stunning? Del Rio offers world-class bass fishing, and many flock to the beautiful blue waters of the Amistad Reservoir in search of excellent fishing opportunities. Let's see what we can catch. So I know fishermen from all over the world come here to fish. Why Lake Amistad?
It's legendary as far as big bass. Your chances of catching fish are pretty good. There's so much grass here. With the heat, that's where they bury themselves. You know,
Okay.
They get into the shade.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there should be plenty of fish around here then. I see a lot of grass.
There is a lot of fish. We just need to trick one into taking the bait. It's known as kind of a desert oasis. 65,000 acres of lake, water, scenery like this. It's very hard to beat. Just the tranquility, peacefulness.
I can see that.
I mean, the landscape is beautiful.
That's always what blows my mind. It makes me want to fish more.
Yeah,
Okay, this is getting a little tough. What does that mean?
you got one.
No.
Set the hook, set the hook.
Oh!
Reel it in, reel it in.
Oh, he's fighting. He's fighting. I got one! Woo!
There you go. Good job.
Yeah! Yeah, buddy.
There you go.
What is that, 20-pounder?
Yeah, a little bit smaller than 20 pounds.
Yay! I
You
want
wanna
to hold
hold
it. Yeah! Woo!
Awesome.
Del Rio is a haven for history lovers. This city is home to many museums and historic cultural sites which contain awe-inspiring artifacts from yesteryear. I love to start my mornings with a little bit of art and culture. Coming here to Seminole Canyon State Park is the perfect way to start the day. Some of the oldest cave paintings in the world can be found right here. An experienced tour guide will always be on hand to help you navigate your way around the site's caves and reveal these intriguing indigenous art pieces.
Douglas, these are our prehistoric paintings. Can we put maybe a date as to maybe when those drawings were done?
Sure, Peter. The thought and what actually scientific study has come up with, they say there could be anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Most of the tribes that came through this area were nomadic tribes, but maybe it's just something that's very important to them, and so they decided to put it onto the rock.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I see like a shaman, maybe like a rain god, you know, praying up to the gods and some rain coming down.
It's whatever that shaman or that spiritual leader at the time, that's something represented to him. We have archaeologists come from all over. We have people come from Brazil. We have people come from Asia. We have people from all over the world just to come see this art and just to come study this art because it is so unique. And there's over 300 of these pictographs. It's the largest area in the world for pictographs.
Besides being a cultural town, Del Rio is a fantastic place to enjoy nature. Del Rio is known for its well-maintained parks, which enriches the quality of life for the community and visitors. Lake Amistad is known by many as one of Del Rio's hidden gems. The Amistad Reservoir has plenty of wide open water as well as steep-walled river canyons that make it a great place for paddling a kayak. I love kayaking out here because it's one of the best places in the world to unwind and absorb some natural beauty. Why do you think it's so special out here? What makes people want to come out here?
You know, one of the things I love about this area is the remoteness and the lack of population that is on the river. With that, I can hear the nature and the beauty of the springs running and just quiet stillness. It's the tranquility that I love from the environment that Mother Nature has provided us.
So it feels like we're in the middle of nowhere, but I can see animals all around. What kind of nature is out here?
You know, I love watching the goats climb on the sides of the rock and up and down the mountains. I also love watching the aoudads. They look majestic looking over the water. The deer drinking water from the river, and also sheep. You'll see sheep.
So I see there's some springs over there. They look really inviting on this hot day. Tell me about that.
I can't wait for us to go get in those springs. They're very cool, but as you sit in it, you feel the rush of the water around you. You can hear the bubbling brook. It's so much fun to sit and just relax.
Del Rio has a flourishing and vibrant art scene. The town is home to several galleries and community art centers. Casa de la Cultura is a community art center that displays paintings, sculptures, and other works made by artists from around the state of Texas. The Lee Bunch Studio Gallery in downtown Del Rio features original American and Western fine art.
I'm about to meet with local abstract artist Adrian Falcon.
What are we about to do here with these paints?
Let's get the yellow.
Okay.
Let's start filling up some circles over there and some square ones. What you're creating is movement. Right now it's just the first layer of 7 layers. The pencil and start doing some marks, some textures, and create this box here. And,
That's awesome. Can you explain to me a little bit about the art scene here in Del Rio?
in my opinion, it's booming. The city is bringing more artists international and also from the States and also from Mexico. So it's booming. Yes, Del Rio is a gold mine.
What inspires you to do these paintings?
Everything in nature, the people, music.
I'd love to do a little collaboration with you. How about I sit down, I pick some tunes for you?
Yeah, all right, go for it.
What would you say to people who are interested in art? How would you entice them to come to Del Rio?
To come to Del Rio?
Yeah.
They'll be amazed what they're gonna find in this town.
They will feel inspired.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. It's the beauty and of course the arts.
There are many award-winning wineries in Texas, but there's one in Del Rio which claims to be the oldest continuously running producer of wine in the state. Welcome to the Val Verde Winery. This family-run vineyard has been making wine near the banks of the Rio Grande River since 1883. I'm about to go wine tasting with an old friend, Mayor Bruno Lozano. We're meeting with Shauna Schreiber, wine specialist of the vineyard, to learn more about Del Rio wine culture and the history behind the Val Verde Winery.
So welcome to Val Verde Winery. This is Texas' oldest winery. It was founded in 1883 by Frank Quaglia, who came over from Milan, Italy, and saw that grapes were growing naturally on the site here, so thought that this would be a good place to have a winery. So this next wine is a Sangiovese. So this is going to be a dry red wine with kind of a smoky kind of finish to it.
I heard that there's a certain way to do this. Is that correct?
Swish, swish.
So yeah,
Okay.
kind of, yeah. If you're gonna try a wine connoisseur, yeah, you'll kind of swirl it, and that kind of just opens up kind of the notes. It kind of aerates it.
Sounds like it's up my alley. Smoky, thank you.
What do you think?
I like that.
You like it?
Yeah, I do like that. I think I'll leave with a bottle. That's
Yeah.
very good. If you had to say, what is the one thing that makes Val Verde Winery so special amongst, the other wineries in Texas?
Yeah, so since we have our San Felipe, springs, that's kind of a natural irrigation for the vineyards here.
And this winery just showcases the unique history that makes up the culture of Del Rio and the fact that it's just 4 generations old, award-winning. It's all part of the unique makeup of the city of Del Rio. So I just let's give it a big cheers to Val Verde Winery.
Absolutely.
And for hosting
Cheers.
us here today.
Thank you for having us out.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming.
One of the best ways to enjoy the beauty of Lake Amistad is on board a boat with a picnic and a cold glass of wine. Amistad TCS offers custom packages geared towards fun in the sun on Lake Amistad and can organize anyone the perfect trip. So Nick, this looks so different from where we were earlier. It's so blue, so crystal clear. Where are we exactly?
We're at the mouth of the Devil's River when it comes into Lake Amistad. The water flowing downstream here starts about 90 miles upstream and actually flows for 20 miles of that underground. So that's part of what purifies and cleanses the water. So that's why you're seeing the clarity you're seeing.
Oh, wow, yeah. I mean, I think this is a pretty unique place. Do you think there's anything like this anywhere else?
You know, I'm going to have to say no, I don't. When it comes to just the pure tranquility here and the untouched feeling that you have when you look at the landscape.
Absolutely.
It's definitely would be the number one spot for me. There's no trash. There's no signs that you know, people have been up here. You would never know. And so yes, I would say this is probably the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
Don Marcelino's is a favorite amongst the locals of Del Rio, home to the Tex-Mex staple, the guisado bean and cheese taco, also known as a GBC, the perfect blend of Mexican and Texas cuisine. This is a family-owned business, so I'm gonna go sit down with one of the family members to find out what exactly makes the GBC so special. Hey, so there's 3 ingredients. We got guisado, we have beans, and we have cheese, and a tortilla all wrapped in, okay. It's the simplest thing you could possibly imagine at a restaurant.
Exactly,
but
exactly.
It's one of the best things that, you know, people rave about these things here in Del Rio.
I guess it's just, we've been at it so long and we've never changed the recipe.
Right.
And it's a pretty simple recipe, but
you stuck to what works.
Exactly.
Don't fix it if it's not broke, right?
Exactly. There you go. Exactly.
That is excellent. Till this day, that's got to be one of my favorite foods in Del Rio.
There you go.
Hands down.
Since we're a military base, a lot of people come and get trained and transfer other places, and they have their friends. Hey, you know what? If you're gonna fly over here, or if you're gonna come over here, bring me some. And we've had some that actually had gone all the way.
Are you telling me they'll pick it up in an airplane that they flew down and take it back with them?
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow. For all intents and purposes, you've left a legacy here. You can rest assured that everybody's gonna know Don Marcelino's. When they come to town and they leave town, they'll always remember this. And this food right here, it's excellent.
All right, thank you.
You should be very proud.
Thank you.
Located 6 miles away and just across the border from Del Rio is the Mexican city of Acuña. Del Rio is connected to Acuña by the Lake Amistad Dam, which crosses the Rio Grande. Their governments and communities work in partnership to provide a prosperous region for Americans and Mexicans to work and play. The bond between Del Rio and Ciudad Acuña is a strong one. In fact, Amistad means friendship, which refers to the close relationship between Del Rio and Ciudad Acuña.
Oh, it's Peter. Oh, he's going into Mexico. He's gonna have so much fun.
I love the musical culture that's shared between Del Rio and Acuña. There's no better way than spending the evening enjoying local culture full of vibrant colors in Plaza Benjamin Canales. Every 15 days, the locals come together to celebrate Mexican culture, and tonight I'm really looking forward to seeing Danza Yumari perform. I highly recommend coming to see this extravaganza of Mexican music and dance.
Us Texans love steak, and we definitely have the best steak in the nation. Therefore, no trip would be complete without a steak feast in one of Del Rio's top steakhouses. Cripple Creek Steakhouse is one of my go-tos for a date night with my husband. Before eating, I'm gonna find out a little bit more about this restaurant and meet the owner, Polo Del Rio. So why is steak so famous here in Texas? And would you say it's the best in the world?
Yes, it is the best in the world. I mean, the quality, some people say that Argentina is has the best, but that's not true. Texas has the best steak in the world. And here is the proof of it. The Cripple Creek is very special because it's the only one that serves mesquite grill steak. We use only the best meat, and that's what makes it the difference than any place in this area.
What are some of the more popular steaks ordered here?
The tomahawk is one of the biggest steaks that we got in here. People that really like it, a big quantity of steak because it's a big steak. It's 2 pounds. It's tender, but it also has the marble that made the steak very good.
Oh my gosh, that is so good.
The Corona Club is a popular nightclub and dance hall in downtown Acuña, which has been featured in a number of films including the famous El Mariachi and Desperado.
So, Hera, can you tell me a little bit about the Corona Club?
The Corona Club has a lot of history. Way back in the 1920s, my grandfather built the building and he opened the Toltec Cafe. In the 90s, the Toltec Cafe changed to the Corona Club, and then it started growing to something different. It became a tourist place for all of Texas.
So what do you feel ties us in culturally, Del Rio and Acuna?
Actually, we're both family. About 50% of Del Rio is related to Acuna.
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
we're not divided by a river. We're actually one community.
I've been asked to play a few songs tonight.
The crowd's gonna love you. They love live music. More days, people from Del Rio started coming down,
Yes,
people
I've
from
noticed.
San Angelo's coming down, and they're gonna love for you to be down.
I'm excited. I'm excited. A little bit nervous, but I'm excited.
Del Rio, we're sure proud along the bulls of George Paul Road, where everyone's grandma has the most delicious menu with old Del Rio. Hey, hey, yo.
The Backyard in Del Rio is a great outdoor venue with a variety of food, drinks, and offers great entertainment. You can enjoy the outside atmosphere under the string lighting or relax on the upper deck with a perfect view of the live music in the beer garden.
There's nothing better than ending the perfect day with a cold beer and live music outside.
The Backyard's motto is the simple things in life: family, friends, laughs, good music, good food, and cold beer. And that's why the Backyard is one of my favorite places to spend the evening.
Hey, Christina.
Hey, Peter!
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Likewise.
Isn't this place amazing?
Gorgeous. Mesquite Creek Outfitters.
They have 18 different wine and beers on tap and a boutique. This is my kind of place.
Yeah, definitely. So tell me a little bit about what you did yesterday.
Oh my gosh, where do I start? It was incredible. We started off fishing bright and early in the morning. Then we kayaked up Lake Amistad towards the Devil's River, and we found these awesome ice cold wells that are just so refreshing. Oh yeah, and I took a dip in there.
I bet it felt great.
It was amazing.
So Lake Amistad didn't disappoint.
No. Tell me a little bit about what you did.
We went to Seminole Canyon. We were able to see 5,000-year-old pictographs. After that, we headed down to Val Verde Winery.
Ooh.
Did a little wine tasting. I'm a little new to wine. I see you're no stranger to it.
Well, good for you for venturing out.
Yeah, I was getting out of my comfort zone a little bit. After that, we ran over across the border. It was awesome. We got to experience Mexican dance and song, super vibrant colors, and it's an amazing thing to see. We headed over to Corona Club. Are you familiar?
Oh yeah.
It was a great time. We went over there, I played a little live music.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's where we ended our night. It was a lot of fun. Whether you want a little bit of culture, want a little bit of nature, a little bit of adventure like you had, I think it's safe to say that there's something for everybody here in Del Rio.
I agree, and let's cheers to that.
To Del Rio.
To Del Rio.